risk management, and if we are in a sustainability class, start to think about the sustainability strategy and how well a business strategy will perform under different scenarios and events. That could result in significant loss destruction, damaged corporate reputation, which is huge today. We can say Penn State, we can say other places, we can say Toyota during the accelerator issue and other recalls. And I think the other one, and Dr. Frigo is a strategic risk management professor up in big Chicago in DePaul. And the only thing I told him when I saw this was, this is all good, but you're lacking something, which is the upside of risk. He's talking about losses, destruction of shareholder value, damaged corporate reputation. I'll share another piece of strategic risk management, which is the lost opportunity. You have a risk, but you don't want to take advantage of that opportunity because the risk is bigger than the actual return on investment or that opportunity. Give you an old example that just jumped in my head. Crystal Lake is real close to Chicago. I got to remember when I say Milwaukee, you'd be like, okay, what is that? Boondoggle. What is he talking about? Raise your hand. I'll be trying not to use a lot of American slang. But we had a facility in Crystal Lake. And it was Sun Electric was the brand. They made diagnostic equipment to figure out why your car or truck isn't working. And they were the original auto diagnostic company. I remember when I was in high school, Sun oscilloscopes, which were probably starting here, probably going to here. And they were big and blue. And all of this was what you needed to figure out why your car wasn't working. Today, it's not this small, but it's about this small that diagnose the car. And you can even have it next to you while you're driving. Well, that's kind of bad, because if you're looking at this and you run into something, but you could actually do that. So, Sun Electric, we bought them. This is sustainability. They had a pond. They tended to dump stuff in that pond. So remember, this is an opportunity, but the risk was, do we have an environmental issue? Yeah. If we buy this company, will we assume that risk? Yes. So, our environmental engineer said, I think I can solve that problem for less than $100,000. Our outside expert said, oh man, it'll be $500,000, $600,000, maybe $1 million. So, strategic risk management says, how do we exercise that opportunity? So if we can mitigate, reduce, transfer that risk, we might have a very good opportunity to help the shareholders, not throw you out, but to compliment you and give you a big raise. So in that situation, our environmental person was able to mitigate the risk. He cleaned up the pond. And today we have Sun Electric as one of our companies, and one of our largest facilities, if you want to just do it on employees, is Crystal Lake. All of that would not have happened if we didn't try to examine the upside of risk, not just the downside. We'll talk a little bit more about that. So, why do we have strategy? Well, here are a whole bunch of examples. This should be at the heart of what the firm is trying to do. And really, the bottom line for strategy, at least where we work, is for a competitive advantage. So, and you reassess your strategy every day. Now, we don't have time today, but one of my things we show is, I'm in risk management. So I have goals, objectives within our group. But those goals, objectives, or strategies have to align with the overall organization. And so we have what's called the matrix. And what we do is we align ourselves at the high level goals. One is we're going to increase our profit margin by 20%. So how does risk management align themselves with contributing or assisting in them handling that goal? So just think of strategy as, and strategic risk management as assisting in identifying risk so that the organization can accomplish its goals. And that's pretty simple. But what isn't simple is actually doing it. So it's very easy. I can be here and give you a great PowerPoint slide and say how fantastic it is, but how does it actually work? Okay? And that's where the rubber, as we say, meets the road. So I love this guy. United Grain Growers was one of the original enterprise risk management guys that said we need to look at the overall enterprise of risk management. We'll talk about that in a minute, but they started an enterprise risk management program. And so I like this as, you know, risk management is not to try and operate your business in a risk-free environment, because you can't. Things change every day. It's to tip the scale to your advantage. So you become strategic. You have to look at both the things that will knock you out of your business strategy, the losses, the hurricanes, the financial conditions, the tsunamis. But on the same token, you have to assist that organization, and it's not just the risk management department. It's a function, as you indicated, of identifying risk. There's another great quote I love, which is, business is risk. Should I open up a coffee shop today? Should I add mochas to my coffee shop? Should I expand? All of those are weighing return, investment, and risk. So I like that quote. I've got a couple. So let's talk a little bit